Hello and welcome back to another weekly vlog. We are on week 19 of marathon training. Next week I will run the Manchester Marathon, my first ever marathon, next week. I can't believe it. So I'm currently tapering. If you're new here, hello. If you're returning, hello again, and thanks for coming back. I'm tapering currently for the marathon. So I started my taper last week, tapering this week, tapering next week, and then marathon on the Sunday. I don't know why I feel more nervous about it today than I did yesterday, because I can I can't see it, but I can the fact that it's next week, in my head I can see it, so it means it's really close, and I'm starting to get a bit nervous. But I had what will probably be my final takeaway until after the marathon yesterday, so it's all getting a bit serious and a bit scary, but this is what we've trained for. That's what I got to remind myself. I've done all the training, I've done all the hard work, so it's just a celebration. Today I'm in the office for a little bit and then just resting today. I did 13 miles yesterday. For some reason my ankle, the inside of my ankles were a bit sore. I don't really know why, because we had quite a flat run, so I don't really know what's going on there, but it's fine. They're fine today. Yeah, just resting today, and then I'll probably run tomorrow. So I think this week I'm sure it's 5, 6 and 10. So 5 steady, 6 steady, 10 easy pace. And then I couldn't tell you what I've got next week apart from the marathon. So yeah, what a ride. Let's see what this week has in store for us. Come along, come and join the chaos that these weekly vlogs seem to always be, but I sort of love it. But it's, yeah. I am really beginning to doubt myself a lot with this marathon, and I'm getting so into my head, and I just need to stop. I need to just, but obviously it's well, I say obviously, it's marathon season, or there are a lot of marathons going on right now, and obviously March, but particularly right now I think I'm seeing a lot of it because I've got Manchester coming up, and then the algorithm is weird and it shows you things that you're interested in and all of that. But I'm seeing people smashing out marathons in sub 4 hours, sub 5 hours, and I'm just questioning my own capabilities, and I'm almost putting myself down a little bit and sort of thinking already I haven't even got to the start line, and already my brain is like, you're not good enough. This is how long it's going to take you to run your marathon based on your pacing and what you've been doing on your long runs and da da da. And my brain is just on the attack. It's just like, you're not good enough. You're not good enough. I'm just in that headspace, and it's so shit. It's so annoying because I know that I should be proud of myself for getting this far, for doing a marathon, yet my brain can't just let me have that moment of pride in myself. And this is the thing with me always. Even if I was a runner that could run a 3-hour 30 or whatever marathon, there would still be that thing in me that's like, well, so and so can run it this fast. You're not really that good. So and so can run it. And it's just all I want, literally, if I could just go like this to my brain, just shut up, just shh. But yeah, that's what's been going around in my brain the last few days. I keep seeing people running these amazing times, and my reaction is like, oh, well, I'm not as good as that. And like, I'm eye rolling at myself, and I know how stupid it is, and I know that if somebody else was saying that to me, I'd be like, excuse me? Like, sorry? But because it's just, yeah. There's no solution to it. The only person who can fix it is me. The only person who can get out of that mindset is me. But I'm just finding it really difficult, and I just wanted to share it, really, because I feel like it's sort of dampening my excitement for it a little bit, because it's like my brain is already like, well, you're going to do it, like, it's not that great of a time. I haven't even done it yet, and my brain's already like, it's not that great of a time. Like, based on my expectations of myself. This isn't to do with anybody else, because as I said, if you came up to me and said it took me X amount of hours to run a marathon, no matter how fast or slow, I'd be like, wow, that's incredible. And if you turn around and said, no, it's not that good because so-and-so can run it in this time, I would react the same, be like, sorry. Our brains are just funny, aren't they? They're just weird little gremlins. So I just need to, I don't know, I guess maybe I need to journal. What did I read? I read an article the other day from a marathon runner or an ultra runner. It was tips on running a marathon, and this athlete said to write in your journal like every single scenario that you can think of what that could happen whilst you're doing the marathon, and then come up with a solution for each of those scenarios, just to get it all out on paper. So I want to give that a go. Just get it out of my brain. I mean, maybe even with this, I just need to write it out and have a bit of like a journal vomit, if you will. I said to Josh earlier, one of the important things, obviously, as part of this taper, is to mentally rest as well as physically rest. So I was like, I need to not get wound up. And he was like, but you wind yourself up half the time. I was like, no, I don't. Inside I was like, yes, I do. So I just need to do my best with the tools I've got to just shh. So, yeah, I guess if you're feeling this way too, you're not alone. We're all in it together. We all have our moments of doubt and moments of comparison and moments of, well, I'm not good enough. The important thing is how we come back from that and how we reflect on those moments. Just because we think and feel those things doesn't mean they're necessarily factual or true or reality. This morning I'm up. Even though I was trying to convince myself to have a lie-in, I'm up. And I've got 5 miles to do. So let's go and run 5 miles steady. I'm just starting to get like really, really nervous. It doesn't feel like it's me that's running the marathon, but at the same time, the more I like put myself in those shoes, the more I'm like, but for now we've just got 5 miles, so we don't need to worry about a marathon. It's just 5 miles. 5 miles done. Feeling so much better for it. Last week I got into the habit of saying I'm gonna do my run in the morning. I'd wake up in the morning and I'd be like, no, I'll do it at lunchtime. And then lunchtime I'd come around and be like, oh, I may as well just do it after work. And then I do it after work and it would be such a build up. And I'll do this again. I never learn. But it's such a build up. I like big myself up and then I almost get a bit wound up on the run because it's like I've put all of this pressure on it. Whereas when I get up, have a bit of food, go out and do it, it's not such a big thing. It's just like, have I steamed up? Hold on. Okay, well that's embarrassing. Yeah, basically when I don't break promises to myself, the run goes a bit better. And it's true about like mental energy as well. When you use a lot of mental energy, I feel like it does then affect your run. I don't know if it's like where you maybe don't have the like as much strength to fight back the voices that are like, I can't do this, I can't be bothered, da, da, da. I don't know whether that is kind of a bit more worn down. But yeah, also to note, I am very, very privileged. I sort of whinge about, getting up and getting out for my run in the morning. I'm very privileged that I work a job with flexi hours, so I can start at night. Like the kind of thing with my work is, as long as I'm not missing meetings and, you know, not working like stupid hours, then that's the consensus. I don't know. Anyway, I'm very, very, very privileged that I can choose to start at 7:30 or 9:00, and I can take an hour or 2 hours out of my day if I haven't got meetings to go and do the run. So I complain, but I am very lucky, so don't let me fool you with that one. I also work from home a lot, so that's another bonus and privilege. So yeah, I whinge, but really I have it very easy and I'm very, very, very lucky. So yeah, but yeah, it feels good to get it done. Feels like I've already ticked something off the list for the day. I know I'm making a mountain out of a molehill here, but yeah, happy Tuesday. The sun is out as well, the rain has gone. Okay, I genuinely haven't purposely started every single day with me in the car. I don't know, it's just somehow happened that way, but it's Wednesday, it's 8 days until the marathon. I was going to say it's almost a week. No, it's not. It's almost... How is it almost... It can't be 7 days' time. Anyway, till the marathon. Anyway, it's Wednesday and I'm just about to go to the gym. I made it again. It's so funny, isn't it? Because like last week I was like a car, I just couldn't get out of bed. And then this week I'm like, yeah, I'm up and ready to go. Weird. Coming up? Yeah then. Coming up? No. It's begun. It has begun. The nerves have arrived. They have got off the train. They're on the platform and they're trying to get through the ticket barrier. Oh my god, I am so nervous. Like, What? What do matter? Yeah, I am really starting to get very scared. Very, very scared. Today I've got my 6 mile run and coach has told me to basically run it at race pace. So usually like my shorter runs are more steady runs. And then the long run is an easier pace. So it's not pushing myself quite so much. Anyway, that's what I've got to do today, and I don't know why that makes me nervous, because I know that I can run that pace for that distance. I think it's just the thought of... I think he's managed to get his ball. You get it? Yeah, I know that I can run that pace for that distance, the 6 miles, and the 10 miles that I've got on the weekend, but it just makes it so much more real. It's like, ooh, that's how it makes me feel. It's scary. It's getting scary, and I'm really trying to fight my brain. But yeah, it's getting closer. It's really getting closer. Why is running slower on a short run so difficult? I'm really struggling to get my pace right. I feel like I don't think it's going slow well, maybe it is going slow. That's the problem. But I feel like your brain gets used to, like, the shorter distances you go faster because that's what their purpose is, and then the longer runs you go slower. So my legs kept wanting to go faster, and then I'd make myself go slower, but I was going too slow. But this is why we do it, to get the practice in right now. This is coach's instruction, by the way. So never think that I know what I'm doing, because what I'm doing is solely based on guidance given to me. So yeah, home, shower, and then me and Josh are going to go and look for some paint because we're hoping to do some decorating this weekend. I am staying in and doing virtually nothing just because I don't want to but I'm not going to say the word. So yeah, all done, feeling good, even though the first half of that was really hard. I think again because I'm like used to a shorter run feeling like it's a short run and going quicker, so I think my brain was just a bit confused, but yeah, all good. Welcome to Bank Holiday Friday. Today, only almost 2 years of being here, we are painting for the first time. So we're going to paint the bathrooms. So I'll show you a before. I can get to it. So here's before. Very new build white. And I'll show you after. Bye. It's a couple of days after, and the bathroom is almost done, but we need to touch up on the edges and stuff, so I'll show you when it's a proper finished job. Oh, stop it.
It is actually. This is quite a good little. The actual pathway.
Oh yeah. Welcome to Saturday. We have got 10 miles on the plan today at race pace. I'm not going to take you with me because it is raining. So I'll catch up with you after. 10 miles done at race pace. Well, what will hopefully be race pace. Just walking max now, and it didn't actually rain as much as I thought it would. But I was just saying that my you know, they say you get like the phantom injuries during the taper. My knee was hurting me, and then with the same leg also felt like it was going to give way. I think it's just my brain being stupid. So yeah, nice to get that out of the way. I sort of played with fire a bit yesterday and didn't stick to what I normally eat and drink the day before a long run, but I was just okay. If it had been any longer I wouldn't have been okay. But I think the rest of today we're just painting the house, decorating and chilling, not doing a lot else. Happy Sunday or happy Easter if you celebrate it. Welcome to the end of another week, and today we are 1 week exactly away from running the Manchester Marathon. I just can't believe it. Like, all of my short, long runs are done. I've literally got 1 6 mile and 1 4 mile run to run, and then it's marathon time. Yeah, I feel really nervous. I feel really excited, and I also feel like I don't want it to come around because I don't want it to be over. And I know that that's really weird, because surely at this point all I want is to cross that finish line, get my medal, get my t-shirt and be done. But I don't know, I know I'm gonna miss it, which is like a bit of a bad sign really, I think. I'm a bit concerned. But you know, it is what it is. I might eat my words. I might do the marathon and be like, no, never again. Thank God that's over. We'll see. But to conclude, to round up this week, highs and lows of the week. Lows of the week, I would just say I have just felt quite emotional and quite, I don't want to say drained, because drained is a word that I use for when I am like no battery left in me, but that's probably the best way to describe it. Just like I can tell that I'm at the end of a training block, if that makes sense. But I guess this is why the taper is so important, so that you can have that time of fatigue and then you recover and you refuel and you rebuild and then you're fresh for marathon day. So I guess it's just part and parcel of tapering. I think also getting used to tapering is just be weird. I've never done a taper before. I mean, I guess I've come close to it in a half marathon sense, but this has felt like a lot different to easing off before the half marathon races that I've had. Maybe because you like really reduce your, like the 10-mile run that I did as my long run this week, it's just weird. Like you get to a point where 10 miles isn't a long run, so for that to be my long run of the week is just weird. But yeah, I as I've said before, I say low very lightly. I say highs and lows in terms of like pros and cons of the weeks, the goods and the bads of the week. So don't take low as being literal. And then highs of the week, I think I tried out my race pace and that seemed to go okay. Seemed to be all good. So that's given me a bit of a boost for the marathon, and I'll leave it there because I don't want to jinx myself. But yeah, I can't believe it's next week. I really can't believe it. What am I going to talk about now? Like what am I going to make my personality? I've really loved it, and I've really loved making these vlogs documenting it because I'm such a yapper. I love to just overshare with anyone and everyone, and this, it just gives me that space to do it. So I'm not calling it time on the weekly vlogs just yet because it's just fun, and it's just, I was looking back at the first one I did in September, so this was like a few months before I started marathon training, but it's just fun to look back on them, and there's so much that I forget. And even with, I was going through my journal the other day and looking through, and I was thinking, oh god, I haven't actually documented a lot of the journey, but then I have documented it because I've documented it in these vlogs. I feel like I've been very raw and honest with regards to the running and stuff in these vlogs. So yeah, it's just another way of documenting, I guess. That brings week 19 of marathon training to a close. Next week we roll on to week 20 of marathon training, the final week of training, the week that I run my first marathon. Scary. Bit exciting, but scary. So I will see you in the next vlog. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you're doing, what you're training for, just what you're doing. You don't have to be training for a race, you can just be a chilled runner. We don't have to do races, we can just do what we want. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.